In this video, I'm going to be teaching you how you can sign your first 10 agency clients without cold calling. Now, my name's Dan. I've been in the agency space for over 10 years now, and I've scaled multiple successful agencies. I also run a community of over 100 agency owners that have all seen success using this exact framework, as well as not having to pick up the phone every single day. So let's get straight into it. I'm going to be splitting this video into 3 phases. The first phase is lead generation. So lead generation is obviously going to be where you implement your inbound and your outbound system. I'm then going to be moving on to the sales process for each different system, as well as the onboarding process for you. So let's start with lead generation inbound. Now, one small caveat, guys, you will have to invest some level of capital to be able to get an inbound system off the ground. But see this as an investment and not an expense, because it's your opportunity to be able to invest into your agency to start getting a consistent lead flow so that you can close them to get more capital. So the first 2 types of inbound systems that you should use, and in my experience have been very successful for my agencies, is VSL and Lead Magnet. Now, VSL stands for a video sales letter. Now, essentially, all you're doing in this video is giving as much information as possible, as well as doing testimonial drops. Now, the reason why we do this is because this builds trust and authority, which is going to allow your prospect that comes through the funnel to feel confident in your service ahead of booking a call. So if we look at VSL, you're going to run some ads to a landing page with a VSL. Now, one of the biggest mistakes that people make is they try and overcomplicate the landing page, when realistically, all you need is a good title, something that is eye-catching, something that emphasizes the return on investment from using your agency, as well as a clear VSL and then a book a call function below. However, you're also going to have a function on there to capture their leads as well. So on that page, you're going to have a lead capturing function. So it could be a pop-up that gets their first name, email address, and number. This is going to allow you to be able to target that prospect within 60 seconds of them signing up. Now, in future videos, I will show you how to set this up exactly, integrate it with Slack. So make sure you stay tuned for those. Now, you're going to be triaging that prospect within 60 seconds because speed to lead is one of the most important things that you can integrate with an inbound system. In fact, Harvard Business Review did a study that 400% increase on revenue was made just by getting to the leads quickly. So it's super important. That means if you're making 10K a month, you can times that by 4 just by getting to your leads in under 60 seconds. So yeah, absolutely amazing fact there. Then they're going to get the call booked in, which is great. So you're either triaging them and booking the call in, or they will book the call directly. Even if they book the call directly, we still need to set that prospect. We want to make sure that they are qualified, okay? We're then going to implement some pre-call nurturing, and they are going to be on the call. We then have a lead magnet. Now, a lead magnet is essentially a asset that allows them to feel hooked into your industry, right? Or your business. So make this as valuable as possible. We want to build out so many elements to this lead magnet. For example, this here could be a lead magnet for you guys, okay? Because it's so much value and you guys are obviously interested in watching this video today. You're doing the same things with your client for your agency. Spend time on this. Not a lot of people do, okay? And this is what's going to make you stand out from your competitors. Run ads to an instant form with a lead magnet that gets emailed to them. Again, I will show you guys how to set this up in future videos. Have an email sequence. So the more touch points before the sales call is obviously super important. It's going to make sure that psychologically you are in their head, okay? And you're then going to triage within 60 seconds again. So speed to lead, I've already covered that, so super important. And then you are going to get the call booked in and you're going to do some pre-call nurturing. Now, the pre-call nurturing isn't just reminders, guys, okay? Try and give them as much information. Try and give them assets. Make sure that they feel confident and excited about joining the call. We then look at the outbound. Now, this is another spin-off of lead generation. Outbound is where you go to market. And I've picked the first 2 automated ones that you can do. So you can use Smart Leads for email marketing. Now, when we're doing email marketing, we need 3 domains, 9 emails, okay? If you want to cover the market crazy, obviously you can expand on the amount of domains you have and the amount of emails. But as starting point, 3 domains, 9 emails, that's going to get you going. So Warm-up process. This is essentially where you're warming up your emails. 14-day process. You can do that on Smart Leads as well. You're then going to build out a campaign. Now that campaign is going to be a 3-step email sequence. So the first initial email and then some follow-up emails just after it, okay? You can set up how many days, things like that. You're going to be A/B testing different things. For those of you guys that don't know what A/B testing is, it's just essentially testing different things so that you can get better response rates, open rates, etc. We do it with ads, we do it with email marketing, we do it with LinkedIn, we do it with everything that we can, okay? This is going to help us be able to review that data and change it to get better response. So we're going to be testing things like the subject line, the hook, the body, the call to action, okay? And then we are going to get the call booked in. We're then going to email them pre-call sales assets and nurturing, okay? Now you can also add a triage with an appointment setting call on this as well. But if you're targeting a really specific ICP, then you most likely won't need to because your data has been segmented properly. Then going to move on to LinkedIn automations. So Dripify. Dripify is one that I use. Again, you can use other platforms if you want for LinkedIn automations. However, I really do recommend Dripify because it works very well. Get Sales Navigator, 100% need that. Really, really good. I think it's about $80, so it's not crazy amount of money. Create a 4-step sequence on LinkedIn. Now, I love to just have a hard CTA on LinkedIn, okay? So just a straight booking link. After you've done some nurturing, straight booking link with a sales asset attached, and then they will be booking the call. And again, I then suggest with LinkedIn, just because it is a little bit more broad, triage them with an appointment setting call. So as soon as they sign up, make sure that within 60 seconds you are triaging them and give them a bit more of an expectation in terms of what they're going to expect on the call, what your business is, and you can financially qualify them as well. Provide them with more pre-call sales assets and forms of nurturing. We then move on to the sales process. Now the sales process is different for inbound and outbound. So that's one key thing to realize, okay? So make sure that you guys fully understand that. And I'm going to break down both sales processes for you. First one, inbound. Appointment setting call / triaging call, okay? This is going to qualify that prospect, making sure 1, that they're financially qualified, 2, that they're the right ICP, 3, they're ready for the call, they're serious, they're action takers, that type of thing. And then you are going to go straight to a closing call, okay? Now, I will do a video breaking down exactly how to do a 1-call close in the future so that you guys can use my script that has generated millions and millions of dollars using the exact framework. Then onboarding as well. Now, obviously, that is after the closing call. You've collected cash. You then move straight onto the onboarding process. For outbound, we need to be able to essentially use the form of outreach to book the call. So it could be LinkedIn, email marketing, okay, in this case, because this video is about not doing cold calling. You're then going to do a discovery call. Now, the goal of the discovery call is to identify pain points, okay, build some additional rapport, and then go on to a demo where we present a viable solution to that prospect. Now, the reason why we're doing a discovery call and a demo call instead of just a closing call here is because we need a little bit more nurturing when they're outbound, okay? We're going to market instead of them coming to us. There's a lot less intent. So the discovery call is a nice way to build that rapport, build that intent, understand, what their business situation is, and then present them a viable solution on that pain point. And then it will go straight onto an onboarding call. Now, once you've done once you've closed them, you go on to the onboarding call. One of the things that has helped me scale multiple agencies is standardizing the onboarding form, okay? So make sure that you can essentially standardize every element that you need to be able to successfully deliver for that client. And the reason why we do this is 1, we can collect data, 2, we can streamline the whole process, and 3, it's really easy for you to outsource if you have this specific method in place. Then implementing service setup as well. So obviously you're going to be doing some level of service, whether it's SMMA, whether it's email marketing, whatever it is, that's where you're going to implement the service setup. And then you're going to be setting up weekly and bi-weekly catch-ups as well so that you guys can really get to know that client, build rapport, show them exactly what you're doing for their business, and then look at upselling that client. It's going to help with LTV, it's going to help with customer success, and it is also going to help with upselling to get higher retainers. Cool. So I hope this short video just helped you guys really understand the different forms of lead generation, the sales process, and the onboarding process. I will be doing a lot more videos like this in the future where I break down every single step. So make sure you do subscribe for further videos. If you have got a friend that is in the agency space, feel free to send it to them. See if you can give them some help as well by this video. I want to see how I can change more people's lives with this free knowledge. Enjoy, and I'll speak to you soon.